Alphonso Davies. Man, let me tell you something about pride, chat. Pride is very dangerous, okay? Pride is the reason why you see PSG get no money for Mbappe. Pride is the reason why you're about to see Alphonso Davies leave Bayern Munich after next season for free. Because teams don't know when they've been beat. Teams don't know to let players go. I'm going to tell you something right now, chat, and big up to everybody that's in here. Again, shout out to Never a Foul. Appreciate the raid, guys. Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you guys have not done so already. But I'm going to give you guys a life example. You see, if you have a girlfriend, and I use this one all the time. If you've been watching my channel, you guys already know what I'm about to say. If you have a girlfriend and she tells you, you know, I don't think this is working, I want to talk to other men. You're not going to beg her to stay, right? You're going to leave her. You're going to let her go. That's how you need to view the transfer window. Alphonso Davies, he's stalling on a contract. He's running it down. Don't think that Bayern Munich just started offering him new deals. They would have been offering him new contracts to extend 2 years ago. He doesn't want to be there, bruv. Papa Perez made that call. Alphonso Davies' head has already turned. And I get it. Bayern Munich are an elite club. They are arguably one of the biggest clubs in the world. So their pride is hurt. I understand that. But you got to realize when the big boys come knocking, your player is gone. Now, why do I say all this, right? Look at the report that I have on the edit right here. Madrid want to sign Davies this summer. But the price that Bayern Munich want is ridiculous for a player that only has 12 months left on his deal. You're not going to get 50 or 60 million for a fullback with 12 months left. I don't give a damn how much you rate the guy. Bayern Munich are willing to let him leave for nothing. They're saying, we'd rather you walk out the door next season than us sell you right now. I think it's idiotic. I don't think you should ever be losing a valuable player when there's money to be made. Am I lying, chat? Let me know, because maybe I'm not thinking about it properly. But why not sell him right now? You go sell Alphonso Davies for about 35 to 40 million. I think that's a fair price. You could go get a Theo Hernandez. You can go get another left back that might even be a little bit better than him. Because I rate Alphonso Davies, but he's one of these modern day fullbacks, right? Like on the ball, he's a monster. Going forward, crossing the ball, taking a shot, he looks like a world-class player. But when it's time to defend, when it's time for him to be in 1v1 situations, it's looking a little bit shaky in the light. You know? Like Alphonso Davies is the mold of fullback like a João Cancelo, right? A Trent Alexander-Arnold, Hakimi, Ian Maatsen, Jeremy Frimpong, right? Like think of those guys. You kind of know what you're getting. It's literally all the same thing. So, while I do want Alphonso Davies right now, I don't mind waiting a year and getting him for free. But it's not ideal, right? You already got Ferland Mendy, who I think is a better fullback than Alphonso Davies because he's a way better defender. And even though he's not as good going forward, he's decent in attack, right? We've seen him overlap and put crosses in. We've seen him get in the box and score some goals, right? Like we saw in that Spanish Super Cup run that we had last season, how good Ferland Mendy was and how he was involved in the attack. But having a fullback like Alphonso Davies, that adds something different to your team. That adds like a different dimension. And even though, again, defensively, this guy couldn't cover a light pole, right? He probably couldn't defend against everybody that's watching right now in a 1v1 situation. I still would like him in the squad. It's good business. It is. 12 months left. Maybe Bayern think that they'll be able to persuade him. And maybe they might. You know, Vincent Kompany has now come in. They signed Leroy Sané. Well, they've been had Leroy Sané, but they signed Michael Olise, right? You still got Harry Kane, Jamal Musiala, Serge Gnabry, Joshua Kimmich. They're looking at bringing in some other players as well, right? Like Jonathan Tah. They've also signed João Paulinho. You got point is, look, Bayern have a good squad. And again, I think aside from Real Madrid, and let me know if I'm wrong by saying this, chat, but I think Bayern have the second highest standards in world football. Like, they like, come on, bro. You get sacked even if you win the Bundesliga, because that's still not enough. You got to go out there and do at least a double every single season for your job to truly be safe. And I actually do think that Bayern are going to cook next season. I do think that Vincent Kompany is going to do well. I think they're going to win the Bundesliga, and I think that they are going to do one of the cups as well. I think they'll just do a domestic double. Let me just say it like that. And look at how they were last season. They didn't win a trophy. I've never seen Bayern Munich go a season trophyless. Since I started watching, Bayern win something every single year. Last year, they didn't. Some people might say it's the Harry Kane curse. Who knows? Maybe he brought Tottenham to Bayern. But they'll be just fine. And obviously they probably do just want to try and convince Alphonso Davies to stay. But I think once a player only has 12 months left on his deal, it's already too far gone. Because I know that you've been offering this guy contracts for like the last year and a half minimum. Like, people don't generally want their valuable players having 12 months left. Nobody wants to lose an Alphonso Davies for nothing. And this is a guy that if he had multiple years on his deal, Bayern Munich could have went out there and got maybe 60 to 55 M's for him. But now, possibly lose him for nothing. But who knows? Maybe he will end up signing a new deal and staying at the club. But let me know what you guys think. And I know a lot of people, before I even ask you guys, I know a lot of people get pissed off with how Madrid do business. Oh, players are running down their contract. Oh, you guys are ruining football. Nobody's forcing them to. It's really simple. If your contract is running down, right? I see the same thing with the Lenny Euro conversation, right? All these Man United fans thinking that they have more pull than Madrid. No. Lenny Euro was twerking for Madrid. This guy would have sold his mom to slavery to come to Madrid, okay? But we didn't want him as much as you did. Now, yes, you guys did take one of our targets off of us, but we only wanted him on our terms. You guys were more desperate than us. We wanted Lenny Euro to be our third, fourth choice center back. You need him to start because your back line is not that good. So, it's levels, right? But with people complaining about how Madrid do business, there's a reason why Madrid are the first team that succeeded €1 billion euros in revenue, right? There's a reason why we have the squad that we do, but yet our net spend is so low. See, you don't just go out there and just overspend because you're feeling desperate. No, bro, you do deals at your own pace. You do deals on your own time. But let me know what you guys think about this. Bayern Munich are being stubborn, and I don't blame them. Because when you're used to being the big dogs, when you're used to just slapping up all the little shit teams in Germany, and you're taking their best players off of them, when, you know what I'm saying? Like, when, it's like when a great white shark is in the ocean, right? He's the king. He's on top. All the fish, they swimming away, right? Like, he's eating whatever he wants. He's taking whatever he wants. That's Bayern Munich. They're the great white shark. You know what Madrid are? The megalodon. They the big-ass shark, right? You know what I'm saying? You guys know what a megalodon is, right? They don't exist anymore. But just go Google what a megalodon is. It's different. So, Bayern's pride's hurt, and, fuck it. But it's going to make them lose money. And Bayern's squad is already a bit shaky considering that they have a few players whose contracts are running out, right? You would think that they'd want to take the money now and then reinvest that into their squad, right? They've already spent a lot of money this window. They are having, I think them and Manchester United are having the two best windows so far. I know it's still pretty early, but they've been doing some good business. But I get it. It is what it is. But let me know what you guys think about this right here. Would it make more sense to sell him now? Or would you do what Bayern are doing and let him leave for free? Even though I think there is still a possibility that he comes this summer.